Easy rules to never be broke again. Let's be real. I know exactly what it's like to be broke. The kind of broke where you're dodging bills, making excuses to friends because you can't afford to go out, and hoping nothing goes wrong with your car because you just can't afford to fix it. It's exhausting, frustrating, and overwhelming. But here's the truth. If I've managed to dig myself out of that hole, I know you can too. It's not easy, but it's possible. Hi, I'm MANJ. Not too long ago, I was broke, living paycheck to paycheck, overwhelmed by credit card debt. I didn't stay there. I worked my way out of that financial mess, and now I've come a long way. Today, I'm managing a full-time job along with 2 side hustles that work around my free time, all while generating an extra income. With 5 years experience in debt industry, I created this channel to show you how to take control of your finances, just like I did, and finally stop feeling stressed about money. Today, I'm going to share some simple rules that helped me from being completely broke to feeling confident. I'll never be in that situation again. And honestly, it's easier than you might think. Plan for emergencies. I learned this one the hard way. Life has a way of hitting you with curveballs when you least expect it, especially when you're already struggling. I remember feeling good about myself because I've managed to save a little bit of money. And then, out of nowhere, something would happen. My car would break down or some unexpected bill would just show up. And just like that, I was wiped out again. It felt like I could never get ahead. That's when I realized I needed an emergency fund, even if it was just £100 to start with. I began small amounts, £50 here, £100 there, and then over time, I built up enough to cover 3 months of expenses. Let me tell you, the peace of mind that gave me was priceless. Now when life throws another curveball at me, I'm prepared. That's why building an emergency fund is such a crucial first step. Outsmart yourself. Let's face it, saving money is tough. You make a promise to yourself, I'm going to save this time, and then a tempting night comes along, and suddenly that money's gone. I wasn't educated on saving principles when I was younger, and definitely wasn't born with a lot of self-discipline either. But I found ways to trick myself into saving. I set up an automatic transfer to my savings account every payday, so the money would just go straight into my account before I even knew I had it. It was like paying a bill, but for my future self. I also surrounded myself with reminders, inspirations, podcasts, books, anything that kept me focused. It wasn't about having incredible willpower. It was about setting up a system that made saving easier for me. Discover your why. If you don't have a strong reason for wanting to change your financial situation, it's all too easy to slip back into your old habits. You need to find your why. For me, it was the idea of gaining financial freedom from debt, stress, and the ability to say yes to every opportunity without hesitation. Maybe for you, it's about securing a better future for your kids, or just escaping the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck. Whatever it is, write it down. Keep it in your mind every time you're tempted to overspend. Your why is what will keep you motivated when things get tough. Organize your finances. When I used to manage my bills, savings, and investments manually, it felt like a never-ending task. And honestly, it stressed me out. I was constantly worrying about missing due dates or not saving enough, and it took up way more time than it should have. Then I discovered automation, and it completely transformed how I handle my finances. Now, my bills are paid on time without me lifting a finger. My savings are growing automatically, and my investments are building my future. Automating these processes have saved so much of my time and energy. It makes managing my finances effortless. It's a simple change, but it's made my life so much easier. Trust me, once you automate your finances, you'll never look back. Invest in what you know. I keep it simple by focusing on what I truly understand: index funds and property investment. My index funds investments, I choose to invest in S&P 500 because it's straightforward, easy to grasp, and has a proven track record of strong returns over time. When it comes to property investment, I adopt a similar approach. I invest in rental properties. I buy properties that have a solid potential, rent them out, and then allow time to work its magic. By not overcomplicating my investment strategy, I reduce stress and set myself up for better results in the long run. This clarity allows me to make informed decisions and stay focused on my financial goals. Stay away from debt. I wasn't so lucky when it came to avoiding credit card debt. I fell deep into it and I racked over 22k debt, and it felt like a never-ending cycle of stress and worry and guilt. I knew firsthand how high interest debt can trap you. It eats away at your money, your mental peace, and even your relationships. I've seen people close to me go through the same thing, crushed by the weight of credit card debt. Not all debt is bad. My rental properties have mortgages, but they generate income. But high interest debt, like credit cards or cars or loans, stay far away. If you're already in debt, trust me, paying off in one is the best thing you can do. The sense of freedom that comes with being debt-free is priceless, and it's worth every bit of effort. Develop multiple income streams. When I was getting by with just one job, it hit me how vulnerable my situation was. If that single income source vanished, I'd be in big trouble. That's when I decided to create multiple streams of income. I began by becoming a wedding content creator and a property investor, which not only diversified my income, but also allowed me to pursue my passions. I also invest in the stock market, which has further strengthened my financial position. My property investments have turned into a solid second income for me. Now, I'm always exploring new ways to diversify, whether through more investments or other opportunities. Having multiple income streams acts like a financial safety net. If one falls through, I know I have others to rely on. The magic of compound interest. Here's the most powerful lesson I've learned. Compound interest is truly remarkable. When I began investing small amounts regularly, I was amazed how quickly my money started to grow. The key is start early. Time is your greatest ally. Even modest contributions can snowball into significant sums over the years. If you're in your 20s, 30s, you have an incredible opportunity to let compound interest work its wonders. You don't need to be wealthy to invest. All it takes is consistency. Invest in your future. Last but certainly not least, invest in yourself. It might sound cliche, but it's absolutely true. The best investment I've made was acquiring new skills, whether through reading books, taking courses, or exploring new experiences. Every piece of knowledge I've gained increased my value in both the job market and in life. The more value you bring into the world, the greater your rewards will be. So if there's one takeaway from my video today, it's to never stop learning and growing. Look, I know it's not easy, but it's possible. If you stick to these simple rules, I promise you'll see improvements in your financial situation. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, change doesn't happen overnight. Don't get discouraged. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. It's a simple way to support the channel. Be sure to subscribe for more practical tips to help you take control of your finances.